No, nope. Our gingerbread story today isn't even about a gingerbread man.
What is it?
I'll show you. Paxton, come get Ellie.
I'm so really far.
I don't want to toss her that far because I'd be sad if she fell. This is not the gingerbread man. This is the gingerbread baby.
Oh, he's cute.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah, I'm not eating him. He's gonna get a lot of trouble.
Well, we'll see what happens to the gingerbread baby.
Eating.
Now, my author and my illustrator is the same person. Her name is Jan Brett, and she does the really coolest pictures. I love the way she draws and colors her pictures. I think you will like them too. And this story is all about the gingerbread baby.
He's hungry.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens with this gingerbread baby. And there's a little boy in the story. His name is Maddie.
Maddie, oh, he's cute.
So this story is about Maddie and the gingerbread
Why is he
baby.
Maddie?
It was cold outside, but it was warm inside. A fine day for gingerbread, Maddie thought. Maddie's mother put the big blue bowl on the table and lit the stove. Maddie took down a worn-looking cookbook with old-fashioned writing on the top. He opened it up to the page that said Gingerbread Baby. So, this is their kitchen.
I can see two gingerbread men.
Well, let me turn it here. So, Mom is lighting the stove, so she didn't, turn a button to turn it on. She was using, a match to light the stove. And then Maddie got the cookbook down, and here's the cookbook. Do you know what is inside a cookbook?
No. A cooking.
They're called recipes. A recipe tells you how to cook something. It tells you what to put in and how to stir it or how to cook it, how to bake it.
Or smash it.
Maybe so. Maybe you'd have to mash something. So there is their cookbook.
Either smash it or eat it.
So let's see. Now, they measured and mixed. Maddie rolled the dough into the shape of a gingerbread boy. And they popped him in the oven. Bake for 8 minutes, it said. No more, no less. And do not peek. So they made him into a gingerbread boy. They put him in the oven. 8 minutes, no peeking. Maddie, listen to the clock. Just a minute, okay? I'll move it. Tick, tock, tick. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5. Maddie couldn't wait any longer. And he opened the oven door. What do you think's going to happen when he opens the oven door? Well, he was just going to take a peek. Now, it was supposed to cook for 8 minutes, right? But he only made it to 5. So when he opened the door to take a peek, it wasn't a gingerbread boy because it didn't cook long enough. Out popped a gingerbread baby.
It was a girl?
No, it's a boy. But he's just a baby. He didn't cook long enough.
No, girl.
And now he's just a baby. No, it's a boy.
No, it's a kid.
Ashaya. He pranced around the big blue bowl. I am a gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want to eat me, catch me if you can.
Don't eat him.
So he had a rhyme right there. Pan, can. Can you say that? Pan, can. So let's see what this gingerbread baby does. Maddie's mother reached for the gingerbread baby to put him back in the oven, but he ran all the way around the kitchen. The door opened, and in came Maddie's father. Ooh, what is that delicious smell, he asked. And the gingerbread baby tumbled right through his legs. Maddie and Mom tried to catch him, and there he went. When Dad opened the door, Maddie went right through his legs and ran, or not Maddie, the gingerbread baby went right through his legs and ran out the door.
Ew, look his nose.
Oh my goodness. He ran right by the cat. And what did he do?
Right.
He's riding on the cat. She twitched her tail and sprang at him. They rumbled and tumbled, but the gingerbread baby came out on top. He ran toward the garden wall. The dog caught a whiff of tasty ginger and sniffed along behind him. But the gingerbread baby was halfway up the fence when the dog caught up. He barked and barked and barked as the gingerbread baby climbed over the fence. So he got away from the cat. He got away from the dog. Now he's climbing over the fence. Let's see what he does. Well, Maddie was still inside. Maddie wasn't chasing after the gingerbread baby. Instead, he heard his mother and father yelling. He heard the cat meowing and the dog barking, and he heard the gingerbread baby saying, "Catch me if you can." But instead of chasing, Maddie opened up the cookbook again. Well, meanwhile, the gingerbread baby wheeled on down the road and into the barn. The goats looked up as he somersaulted across their backs. The last one tried to catch him, but the gingerbread baby was too fast. He did a cartwheel over their backs of the goats.
They'll eat him.
They would love to, but they can't catch him. Now, Martha and Madeline, these two girls right here, were standing at a well. This is a well where you put your bucket down and you get some water. So they were standing at the well when the gingerbread baby stopped to take a drink. They looked at each other and winked. Martha started to talk to the gingerbread baby, and Madeline tiptoed behind him with the bucket. So what they were going to do was try to catch him in the bucket. She's got the bucket right here. She's going to try to catch him. Do you think they're going to be able to catch him? No, probably not. And sure enough, he took a braid from Martha and a braid from Madeline and tied them in a knot. He tied their hair in a knot, and off he went on down the road. Well, back at the house, Maddie stirred and mixed and rolled the dough. He shaped it. He put it in a pan. Tick-tock, tick. 8 long minutes, and this time he didn't peek. I will catch him if I can. So Maddie's still at the house baking something. Maybe another gingerbread man, I don't know. As he was bouncing along, the gingerbread baby saw a farm wagon ahead. He jumped in and settled down for a ride right next to the mama pig. The smell of gingerbread was too much for her. She tossed him high in the air, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. She thought she was going to catch him.
No, eat him.
But guess what happened? The gingerbread baby twisted in the air and came down hard, right on her nose. I'm the gingerbread baby, too quick for the mother and father, too fast for the cat, the dogs, the goats, too clever for Martha and Madeline, and too smart for the mama pig. Who's left? Catch me if you can.
Caught the dog. Kiss the dog.
The dog didn't catch him. The cat didn't catch him. The goats. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to.
He's really fast.
He is fast. Well, feeling pretty good about himself, the gingerbread baby strolled along until he came to a bridge, and he had to cross over it. Well, just when he got to the middle of the bridge, he heard feet running behind him, but then he saw a crowd of people ahead of him. He was trapped right there on the bridge. He couldn't turn around because people were chasing him from behind. He couldn't go this way because people were waiting for him on the other side. So what he did instead was he jumped off the rail, backflipped through the air, and landed on a chunk of ice that was floating in the river. So, now, hang on. So now he's going to float along there. He jumped off the bridge, landed on a piece of ice. He's very small. You'll see him in the next picture. He's going to float on down the river.
What is Gingerbread house?
Uh-oh.
I can't see him again. He's little.
Do you see anything on this page?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
A fox.
A fox?
No. Right there.
Right here?
I can't see him. Oh.
Oh.
I can see the gingerbread
Okay,
man.
sit
right
down,
there.
please. The ice bobbed along with the gingerbread baby dancing on top and singing in a loud voice. Look at me, what do you see? I'm the best gingerbread baby ever. Until his cold feet jumped into the snow. But who was watching him from the trees? The fox. He crept up behind the gingerbread baby, ready to eat him up. But the fox couldn't help himself, and he licked his lips, smack, smack. The gingerbread baby heard him and ran as fast as he could. So he ran away from the fox.
Where's the gingerbread house?
Marissa, can you go close the door, please? Just when the fox was catching up to the gingerbread baby, he saw the milk and cheese man, and he lifted his can of milk. So this man had some milk right here. The gingerbread baby lifted up the lid and hid inside the big jug of milk. The perfect hiding place, he thought. He was so pleased that he sang at the top of his gingerbread voice, "Ha ha, hee hee, you'll never find me. I'm the gingerbread baby. Catch me if you can." Well, the milk and cheese man heard the gingerbread baby singing. "Who's messing with my milk?" he shouted, and he lifted the lid. But the gingerbread baby was ready. When the man opened the lid, the gingerbread baby pinched him on the nose. Ouch! Well, now the milk and cheese man was going to chase after the gingerbread baby too. So we have him, the fox, all the people that lived in the town, the pig, Martha and Madeline, the goats, the dog, the cat, the father and the mother. They were all chasing after the gingerbread baby.
What about the fox?
Yeah, the fox too is the fox. Hang on, I'll open the picture wide.
What's a gingerbread house?
They're all chasing after him.
Wait.
Do you think anybody's going to catch up and get him?
Yeah. No.
I don't know. There's the dog and the goats and the mom and the dad and the milk and cheese man and the pig and the people that live in the village. They're all chasing after him.
And the fox.
Oh, goodness. Poor gingerbread baby. He knew. He was so worried that they were about to catch up to him. And he knew it. But all of a sudden he smelled something. He smelled something really good and something really tasty. I don't know if a fox would smell tasty. But you know what? He was running to the forest and he made it right to the edge of the trees. And look what he saw.
A gingerbread house.
A gingerbread house. That's what he was smelling.
A candy house.
It is a gingerbread house covered in candy.
Candy.
He couldn't believe what he saw. There in the middle of a clearing was a gingerbread house, frosted with sugar and covered with candy, and doors with peppermint handles. The gingerbread baby clapped his hands and ran inside. In a tick-tock-tick, everyone arrived in the clearing, but all they found were a few crumbs and some little pieces of candy. No gingerbread man, no gingerbread house. Where did it go?
In his hand.
The father said, "That gingerbread baby finally met his match. I wonder who got it," said the mother. "Let's go home and tell Maddie." I wonder who got him.
Maddie.
You think Maddie got him? "Hello, Maddie," his father said when they got home. "We never did catch that gingerbread baby. All we found were some crumbs in the snow." "I see you've been busy," said his mother, looking at the gingerbread house Maddie was holding. Who's inside the gingerbread house?
The baby.
The baby? "Too bad we never caught that gingerbread baby," said his mom. "Yep, too bad," said Maddie. Only Maddie could hear the tiny voice inside the gingerbread house.
Wait, open anything.
There he is.
I can't.
There he is.
I didn't know that girl.
"I'm the little gingerbread baby, lucky as can be, to be living in the house that Maddie made for me."
Maddie. I want to see him again.
You want to see the gingerbread baby again? There he is.
Oh, look, he's got all the candy.
I would like to eat all that candy.
No,
No.
No.
And we made it to the end. And there's Maddie with his gingerbread house right there. So we are going to, can I have Ellie please? We are going to color the little gingerbread baby and his house for him.
No. Yes.
So let me get,
Crayon marker.
well, give me one thing at a time, okay? First thing, we're going to look at the little gingerbread house. And we got to make it look really delicious, don't you think?
No.
Whoa, wouldn't you like it to have lots of yummy candy?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, so
I
I
need my tin.
make it nice and cute and pretty so the gingerbread baby will want to move into the gingerbread house.
Their new house.
Now, I don't know if the kids at home have this gingerbread house or if they have this gingerbread house, but whichever one you have, you can color it. And there's my little baby gingerbread man. You may use markers if you want,
I like
okay? But I want you to color it nice and pretty and colorful for that gingerbread baby.